iWimius have just released a new projector. This is the S29, a portable smart projector with full HD resolution. It's been officially licensed by Netflix, supports two-way Bluetooth and Dolby audio with an electronically focused lens and auto vertical keystone. It boasts an impressive 18,000:1 contrast ratio with a reported 600 Ansi lumen rating, so it's surely built for a solid viewing experience. Let's dive in, take a closer look and see how it performs in the real world. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be testing another projector on the channel, the S29 by iWimius. Now iWimius is actually a sub-brand of the well-known iWimius brand, who certainly knows what they are doing in the budget projector space. We have the S29 branding on the box, as you can see, with Dolby audio. The projector has its own built-in stand, so you can rotate it 360 degrees, which is excellent for projecting onto a ceiling. On the side of the box we have some more information, so we have electronic focus, auto vertical keystone, native 1080p resolution and a built-in smart operating system. So let's get this projector unboxed and take a closer look at this new machine. First impressions, it definitely has a sleek premium look with a brushed metal vibe. While it looks like a full metal build, it's mainly constructed of plastic. We have some iWimius branding on the machine, and as you can see, the stand rotates 360 degrees. On the back here we have the power input port, the infrared window for the remote control, and the power on button. On the front we have an included plastic lens cap to protect the lens when we're not using it. There's a circular design which is for ventilation, and full 1080p logo in the left corner. Down at the bottom here we have an IR window which is for your remote control, an auto focus window, and at the top I assume this is another IR window. Here it is up close. And on the right hand side we have some Dolby audio branding. On the left hand side of the machine, this is where all the imports are hidden. Just pop off this rubber flap and you will see them. So we have one HDMI port, one headphone jack and one full-size USB port. And if you're wondering what these two little holes are for, this is so the rubber flap can stay in position. On the front of the projector you might notice some material. This is actually the dust filter to limit the dust entering the projector. Now the projector draws air in from the front, and this is the heatsink, and it lets all the air out of the back. In the accessories box you get one warranty card, one after sales card, a quick start guide, two dust swabs and a microfiber lens cloth, one HDMI cable, one power cable, and one remote control with separate Netflix, YouTube, Prime and browser buttons. After plugging in the power cable, I noticed the power input cable hits the projector stand. Now this stops the projector going straight up in the vertical position. Now this is a simple fix for the company, just shorten the power input cable so it fits further into the machine, so it can fully rotate the 360 degrees. I reached out to iWimius to let them know this issue, so hopefully they will correct it in the future. Moving on to the fan noise, I was getting around 32 decibels a few feet from the projector. Moving closer to the projector I got a maximum of 44 decibels, which was very good indeed. Moving on to power draw, if you're wondering will this projector run off a portable power station, then yes it will, and it uses around 52 watts of energy, so you should get multiple hours when camping. Let's now test the boot up speed, set this projector up and I'll run you through the projector's user interface. The boot up speed was pretty good, coming in at around 21 seconds. In the Wi-Fi section, this projector fully supports the 2.4 and 5 GHz networks. And as you can see, we are now connected to the 5 GHz frequency. You can set up Netflix right away, or we can skip it for now, so I'll skip it for now and I'll show you how to do this using a QR code later on in the video. This projector's interface is very easy to understand, which is always good. So let's go to the zoom setting and correct the image size. Let's just move the machine over a bit, so we can perfectly align it with my projector screen. There we go, we're fully in the borders, which is perfect. In the manual keystone setting, we can adjust all four corners with 30 degrees of correction. Now this projector doesn't automatically correct the image horizontally, it only has auto vertical keystone correction. So to correct the image horizontally, you need to do it within the manual setting. In the picture mode we have different presets, so we have high bright, standard, custom, cinema, sport and vivid. I'll show you how these affect the image later on in the video. In the Bluetooth section, when you search for Bluetooth devices, the machine will only find Bluetooth devices that are actually in pairing mode. These are all the network settings available. I'm not going to click on any of them because it gives my IP address away. In the About section, it basically tells you what version of Netflix and operating system you're running with the machine's model number. We can also electronically manually focus the lens, which is great. There's nothing worse than getting up and manually spinning focus wheels. In the setup menu, you can change the language, set up the time, set a screensaver, switch on auto standby, check for updates and reset the projector to default. I'll now switch over to my Amazon Fire Stick so I can show you that this remote actually works with the stick, and it works right out of the box, as you can see here. There's also an app store where we can download a good amount of applications. Now this projector runs on Linux, so it's not Android based, so you may find a lot of your usual applications missing. So I still highly recommend pairing this with an external device such as an Amazon Fire Stick, Google Chromecast, Nvidia Shield or Roku, etc. Then you will have the best of both worlds. And as mentioned earlier, this is how easy it is to set up Netflix. Just bring up the camera on your mobile phone, point it at the QR code, make sure the number on the screen matches the one on your phone, select OK, and it should sign you straight into Netflix. The Netflix user interface was very snappy, there was no significant lag or delay, and every video played smoothly. Now I can't show you any video playing for obvious reasons due to the copyright protection. Setting up Prime Video is exactly the same method. Just scan the QR code and it logs you straight in. I just love how super easy that is, as there's nothing worse than typing massive emails and long passwords using the remote control. Amazon Prime was also great, admittedly not as snappy as Netflix, but that's down to the Prime Video application itself. But video playback remained smooth, with no lagging or audio dropouts. And setting up YouTube is also the same method. Scan the code and away we go. The S29 also has 5.2 two-way Bluetooth, which means we can use this projector as a Bluetooth speaker and stream music from our phones directly to this machine. So within the Bluetooth settings on your phone, just select iWimius PRJ, as you can see here. Select it and it should connect straight to the projector. So that was the sound quality and how loud this projector's speakers were. Moving on to the Screencast function, this is where we can stream videos and pictures from our phones straight to the machine. So for this test I'm using a Samsung phone. Swipe down from the top, you will see lots of icons. Click on the Smart View icon. The phone searches for the projector. As you can see, it's found it. Select it. You'll get a message pop up saying start now. Then you'll get a connection request from the projector and say yes. And now the machine is fully connected. Now let's load up YouTube, select a video and see how well it streams. Now my broadband speed is 500 megabytes, so it's super fast, so we shouldn't have any problems while streaming. But I did find there were multiple audio dropouts and image breakups while streaming to this machine, as you can see here. So streaming audio and video to the projector wasn't smooth, so this projector definitely could do with an update to correct this. Now after a period of time, you may experience some black spots on the image. Don't worry, this is perfectly normal, and most LCD projectors suffer with this, even when they are supposedly optically sealed. So I'll quickly show you how you can remove the dust from this machine, and thankfully it's super easy. Just pop off this door on the side of the projector. Put in your lens swab and wipe the dust from the LCD. But the easiest method I've found is to use a rocket blower. This can be purchased off eBay or Amazon relatively cheaply. Set the machine on its side, blow air into the projector at multiple angles, and all the dust will fall from the bottom of the door. I now have the projector on a stand and am pointing it towards the ceiling. The minimum focus distance you're going to need is around 37 inches, and from this distance it projects roughly a 35-inch image. If you're wondering about the rest of the projection distances, then here they are. Let's now test how sharp the text is on this machine. The sharpness from this projector was pretty good. The text did look a little softer towards the corners, as you would expect from a budget machine, so you may have to fine tune the lens like I did to find a nice middle ground. But overall, this projector is perfectly capable for PC users or presentations, as long as you're in a very dark room. So yeah, I'm more than happy with that. Now let's move on to screen uniformity. Screen uniformity was very good indeed, with no significant dark patches in the corners or big blotches on screen. Moving on to the lighting test, as you can see we have fantastic contrast when the lights are off in a fully blacked out room. Soon as we turn the lights on, the image gets washed out considerably, so I highly suggest you black out the room as much as possible. So let's now look at the image quality. With this tiger slowly walking towards the camera, the detail is outstanding. The iWimius S29 handles it beautifully. You can clearly make out each whisker, crisp, sharp and well defined. The colour reproduction is also impressive. The orange and white stripes on the tiger's coat are rich, vibrant and true to life. The colours pop without being overblown, and the overall balance looks natural. Just be sure to set this projector up in the right environment to make the most of what it can do, because this isn't the brightest projector out there. To get the best possible performance, it's important to darken the room as much as you can. What you're seeing here is the S29 in ideal conditions, a completely dark environment. So I'll now show you what effect the picture presets have on the image. So if we go to picture mode, here's Sport, Vivid, High Bright, Standard and Custom. You can tell me which one you prefer and looks more natural. So moving on with the black level performance test, I was impressed by the S29's colour vibrancy. The saturation is bold but not overdone. The reds on the cherries are deep, vibrant and feel natural. The water droplets on the cherries look tack sharp and lifelike. In this next scene, this is where black levels start to matter. Notice how the dark background holds its depth without washing out the highlights. The projector keeps the contrast intact, letting the steam and water droplets keep all the detail. And in this shot we have warm orangey tones and sharp shimmering bubbles. The S29 manages to balance brightness and colour without flattening darker shadows around the glass. The highlights in the honey are crisp and surrounding tones remain rich and grounded. This is a great example of how this projector preserves dynamic range in high contrast scenes. Overall, the S29 handles dynamic range, contrast and colour fidelity surprisingly well, especially in darker scenes. I've now connected the S29 to my Xbox Series X, so let's see what it can do. Now this is definitely impressive. It seems to be keeping up with the motion incredibly well, with no major stuttering or input lag. The response feels solid enough for casual gaming, and the colours look fantastic. And this seems spot on to me. I'm not noticing any significant delay between my trigger responses. Well, that was pretty easy. Got a kill already. I got two ganging up on me now. Oh, and someone shot me from behind. So yeah, this game seems perfectly playable to me. It's definitely an enjoyable gaming experience. Let's try another game. I still can't believe how well this game holds up after almost 10 years. It still looks absolutely beautiful and as good as modern games today. This projector is certainly doing it justice. It's handling dark scenes exceptionally well, and all the colour tones look spot on. So input lag is coming in at 66.2 milliseconds, which is more than playable for most casual games. Whilst it's not the fastest, it's certainly not the worst I've seen on this channel. To work out the Ansi lumens, I projected a pure white image at 100% brightness. I divided the projected area into 9 different zones. I took light meter readings in each zone. I then added up all the figures and divided it by 9 to get my average measurement. I then multiplied the average measurement by my screen size in square meters, and these are the results that I got, coming in at around 185 Ansi lumens. So let's do some side-by-side comparisons of some other projectors that I've tested on the channel. This should give you a better understanding of how it stacks up in terms of brightness, colour and overall image clarity. So what are my final thoughts on the iWimius S29? Whilst it's not the brightest portable projector out there, for what it is, a compact, budget-friendly portable projector, it actually holds up really well. The colour handling is solid, the black levels are decent, and it does a good job with contrast in dark scenes. If you're after something low cost and hassle-free for movies, games or travel, this one's a solid little option. It's not perfect, but for the price it gets the job done without breaking the bank. If you're new here, be sure to check out those other projector reviews for a more deeper dive into each model. I put a lot of time into these videos so you can make better purchasing decisions. If this video was helpful, please give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this one, then please consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video soon. Bye for now.